Hi, it's Kristen Flourish Yoga, and welcome to Start Your Own Home Yoga Practice. I wanted to shoot just a quick little introduction to yoga and essential oils in case that's something that intrigues you and you want to go further on that path or want to just know what to have on hand for our classes together. So I've kind of fallen in love with the idea of yoga and essential oils because the two of them work together synergistically. So placing an oil on my body before practice for energy, or at the end of practice for relaxing, or at the beginning for relaxing, depending on what the yoga practice is. Or my favorite one is to actually have some in on different areas of the muscles to help release those ones. Or for toxin release. There's a whole bunch of different reasons why we use yoga and essential oils. And once you've tried it, you kind of don't go back again. It just becomes part of your normal routine. So I'd encourage you that if you're interested at all, to play with that a little bit in this series as well. But our main focus on this series is getting that daily movement in. So the fact that you don't have an oil there is not an excuse not to do your yoga. Okay, that said, here are my favorite yoga or oils, and there's lots that you could use, and there's lots that we play with, but I'll try to restrict it a little bit to keeping it to kind of one of the basic ones as we go along in the series, and I'll also offer little suggestions here and there as to what to do. Some of my favorites would be a citrus oil. I like wild orange in particular for bringing up the energy. It's wild orange is the oil of abundance. It's like a little ray of sunshine, and so when you're having kind of a down day or it's cloudy, you little pick me up. This is a great way. So just a really good thing for our yoga practice in general. Peppermint essential oil is really energizing and also helps to clear airways and just allowing us to take that much deeper breath. So great for our pranayama practices and good to kind of get us up and moving in the morning. Those two together make a great treat as well. Balance oil is one of my favorites, especially putting it on the feet. It helps to kind of ground and balance you in. Super helpful actually when we're doing our yoga poses. I think it helps me balance better. It helps me be a bit more stable, but it also helps me throughout the day just to be a bit more centered and mindful as I go about my business. Deep blue is one that I love, and this especially because I have low back issues going in there and some neck and shoulder stuff. This one and the Aroma Touch are both like a massage oil. So this is like your deep, heavy hitter, and then the Aroma Touch is a bit more of a gentle massage oil. So those are great to use in combination with our practice. Another great one, of course, is lavender. Lavender for Shavasana at the end is super sweet. We might put it on our feet. We might put it on our neck. You might put it on your temples. Somewhere in there, we'll play with it as we go about our series. That's a good one. And sometimes we'll do a series and we'll just use one oil that we're perhaps focusing on. Maybe if we'll do a little yin session, we might just use lavender at the end of the night, or we might add some juicy stuff in along the low back area for releasing that. Other times we might do practices based on immunity, or you just want to boost your immune system, and this is a great one for that, the On Guard one. So you'll notice as we go through the series together, I'll try to keep it pretty simple, but we might just use one oil. If our focus on this one is a balance practice, we might use balance oil. If we're looking at like revving up our energy, we might just use peppermint or something like that. Other times we might add in one or two or maybe even three. We'll keep it pretty simple. It's a pretty short little series that we're doing here. If I'm teaching a full yoga and essential oils class of an hour or longer, we might use 5 oils and something like that. But we'll try to keep it from 1 to 3 in this one to play with. The other one that's really helpful, I don't typically always use it on my body in a practice, but I'll use this one quite a bit for my mat spray and mat cleaner, which is Melaleuca. I like Melaleuca and lavender together as a mat cleaner spray because they don't interact with the plastics, which our mats tend to be made out of, but they do have really good cleansing properties for that. So a couple little tips on that, and we'll share those as we go about through the program. If you have some handy, feel free to have them ready. If you have them at the mat, they're just that much more convenient for you. If you don't have them, I encourage you to send me a line. Don't just pop out to the mall or the grocery store, because there is a huge difference in quality essential oils. And we are doing this practice to reduce the toxins in our body. So we want to make sure that we are using something that is pure and that will actually have therapeutic properties. It will actually be working on our insides as we are working on our insides. So send me a line and we'll get you out some samples if that's something that intrigues you. Otherwise, grab what you have and we will get started, and we'll have some fun with that as we go through our series. Great to see you, and we will see you soon on your mat.